Nipah virus. You've probably heard the name, right? But do you really know what makes it so dangerous? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut right through the noise and break down exactly what you need to know. We'll cover how it spreads, and more importantly, how you can protect yourself. Okay, so let's get right into it. A new Nipah virus alert is out for West Bengal, which puts this whole threat right back on our radar. But what does an alert like this actually mean for you and me? And, what does it really take to be prepared? Let's figure that out.
So before we can even talk about prevention, we need to understand what we're up against. And look, this isn't just another bug going around. It's a really serious one. So let's start with the absolute basics. What exactly is the Nipah virus? Right. Here's the most important thing to get about Nipah. It's a zoonotic virus. Now, that might sound like some fancy scientific term, but it's actually pretty simple. All it means is that the virus jumps from animals to people. This animal connection, it is absolutely key to understanding how this thing spreads, and of course, how we can break that chain.
Nipah isn't new. It was actually first spotted in Malaysia more than 20 years ago. Since then, we've seen it pop up from time to time in India, especially in Kerala. This latest alert from West Bengal is just a stark reminder that this is a virus that can re-emerge, which makes staying aware so important. So, we know the virus comes from animals, but how exactly does it make that leap into the human population? Honestly, understanding this pathway is our first and best shot at stopping it dead in its tracks.
This really lays out the simple three-step journey of the virus. See, it starts in its natural home, which is the fruit bat. From there, it moves to what we call an intermediate source. That could be a piece of fruit the bat has bitten, or maybe another animal like a pig. And from that point, boom, it reaches us. It's like a chain reaction, and every single link in that chain is a place where we can step in and break.
And here's how that chain connects directly to us. It can be as simple as eating a piece of fruit that a bat has gotten to, or drinking raw date palm sap which they're attracted to. It also spreads through direct contact with infected animals, and, this is a big one, from person to person through close contact with bodily fluids. Okay, knowing how the virus travels is only half the battle. We also have to be able to recognize the warning signs. So, what does a Nipah infection actually look like? Getting help early is absolutely critical, and that starts with knowing what to look for.
Look at this comparison. It shows how tricky Nipah can be. It often starts out with symptoms you might just brush off as the flu, a fever, a headache, maybe a little cough, but it can escalate and fast to something much more dangerous, like severe difficulty breathing and encephalitis. And encephalitis is a swelling of the brain, which leads to confusion, dizziness, and even a coma.
And this number? Wow, this number is just terrifying. In those severe cases where the brain starts to swell, a person can fall into a coma in just 24 to 48 hours after the serious symptoms show up. That is a frighteningly rapid progression that leaves almost no time to act.
So all of this really leads us to the most important question of all. What can we do about it? With no specific cure or vaccine for Nipah right now, our most powerful weapon, in fact our only weapon, is prevention.
I mean, that's a pretty sobering fact, isn't it? When there's no medical safety net to fall back on, our own personal actions become the single most important thing for staying safe. This isn't about waiting for a cure to be invented, it's about making smart choices right here, right now.
So what does being cautious actually look like day to day? Well, here are the key things to stay away from. Avoid any fruit that's already fallen to the ground or has obvious bite marks. Say no to raw date palm sap. And crucially, keep a safe distance from sick animals and from any person who's showing potential Nipah symptoms. And on the flip side, here are 3 simple habits you can start doing today to build a really strong defense. It really just boils down to basic, powerful hygiene. Wash all your produce really well, wash your hands with soap and water all the time, and keep your distance from anyone who's sick. These small actions make a huge difference.
All right, we have covered a lot. So let's quickly boil it all down to the most important things you should take away from this.
If you remember just one thing, make it this. Your awareness and your caution are your absolute best defense. Knowing the risks, recognizing the symptoms, and just practicing simple preventative hygiene, those are the keys to protecting yourself, your family, and your whole community from Nipah virus.
So now you have the knowledge. But knowledge is most powerful when it's shared and put into action. Spreading this vital information can help protect not just you, but everyone around you. So the real question is, now that you know, will you share it?